Hello friends, so today we are going to look at Hermes Agent. So this is currently buzzing right now in the AI world. So this is brought by the Nous Research. So basically it is actually open source and it's a self-improving AI agent framework. So let me read it again. It's basically called as Hermes Agent. So there are many layers to understand within the Hermes Agent. So first thing is we need to understand that there is an input layer. So within input layer, there could be the text, or you could basically receive the text via the API. So basically, these are the type prompts. Then within the input layer, you have the voice input. So from basically the voice, you can provide it. For example, you can give it via the terminal, or you can send it across by the Telegram channel. Or then you have the input layer wherein you can send basically files. So you can send it via the local or via the SSH or via the remote connection. So once the input layer is done, so basically the input is received. Now the most important part is something called the LLM reasoning core layer. So within the LLM reasoning core layer of the Hermes agent, so what it does is it plans, it executes, and it reflects on every tasks. So whatever task is given, let's say it basically plans, and after planning, it understands that these are the set of subtasks it needs to execute, and then it executes that, and then it basically does some kind of reflection on every task. So reflection in the sense it basically learns from the output of each task, how the task has performed and all that. And you need to note that there is something called the structured skills. So these structured skills are totally different from the raw prompts which you actually see currently as of today. So you can see that there is two kinds of feedback which is happening. One is the skills feedback, and next is the memory feedback. So you get feedback on your structured skills, and then you also get feedback on your memory. So memory needs to be updated from time to time whenever the task is getting executed, right? So let's come to the next layer wherein we talk more about the learning part. So there is this skills library. So basically the Hermes agent keeps executing some tasks. What it actually learns is that there are some reusable procedures which it can actually save it, and then it can actually reuse it, let's say in the future tasks, right? So that is basically saved in the skills library. And then what about the persistent memory? So persistent memory, it's about the context saved about the user, and then the cross session knowledge is present in the persistent memory. And in the execution layer, you can see that there are various formats like Docker, and local execution format is there, right? So this is at a high level about the Hermes agent. Thank you.